Bright and early Thursday morning. Loading up. We gotta hit the train here in about 4 hours, but starting to get us loaded. So I got suitcases, mobility cart, a couple other things floating around in there, but I gotta spend the next half hour, 45 minutes or so getting everything loaded and finalizing checklists. I'm excited for this trip. We haven't ridden the train before. This is gonna be a new one. Fully loaded. Look at that. Ah, the sun is a deadly laser. What the heck? So the auto train out here in Lorton is an interesting experience. They give you a window on when you're allowed to board. So show up by noon, be done by 3, everybody gets on the train, and then we go away. But what happens is the later you are to board, the sooner you are to get off on the far side. So what happens is you get that initial rush of people that want to be here early. And it gets real busy. But then, as you get closer to 3, because it dies off, everybody else shows up thinking they're going to be the last ones to board. And so, what time is it? It's 2 o'clock. We've got an hour before they close boarding, and the second rush is starting. But we got here, the check-in process was relatively quick, painless. Originally, we were going to be riding in coach seats down, but we decided to spend a little bit of extra money, and we upgraded to a bedroom. So we get the largest room that they have available on board. It sleeps like 3 or 4. It's got a bathroom. And yeah, then we're gonna have dinner in the dining car tonight. But we loaded up the car, we picked up sandwiches on the way out, we checked in, we upgraded, and now we are getting ready and waiting to load. You excited to ride said train, Lily?
Are you excited for the train? Yeah.
Why?
Get off on the choo-choo train. Off on the choo-choo train.
We find ourselves in a lounge car. Plenty of space. Plenty of outlets. And a bar. And so we find ourselves getting ready to settle in. So we're apparently on the move. Mm-hmm. Looking at that. Did you even realize when we started moving?
Yeah.
I mean, did you feel it or did you just see it?
Both.
Okay, I just saw it. I didn't feel it. Is it just me or did Lily get bored like really fast? I mean, she broke out. Is this Checkers?
Yeah.
That's Checkers.
She's not bored.
She found something to do. Ah, Skittles. Oh no, it's gone. What a bum.
Hey!
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, guys, I'm not doing okay. Okay, so I'm on the Amtrak auto train. This is the first time I've been like a real locomotive train, like passenger train going on. I've been on the metro in DC before, but I was like 12, and you know it was very quick. We were going from one spot to the next, and that was that. I am on the second floor of the Amtrak auto train in the what is this called? The lounge car, and I feel terrible. My head feels like it's about to burst. It's terrible. And they keep leaving the door open at the end of the car so I can hear the screeching wheels of the train stopping. And for those people who are younger, they can hear the loud, high-pitched noise that's driving me insane.
The fun thing about that was Andrea over here wanted to get some fancy footage of the river below. And I was like, oh, that's going to be great. And then a train.
shooting right past, so that was cool. I got this beautiful young lady sitting next to me, and the problem that we're running into is that the train moves. And as the train moves, I mean, I've got seat time, I've been underway, I can handle the motion and the movement. It is what it is. But this little peach, this little darling, this little one, is having a difficult time. She's sick, she's grumpy, she's frustrated, and she just wants everything to quit moving for a minute. So, yeah. Anyway, we're gonna try and put some food into her belly and see what happens.
So, dinner has come. We have steak, mashed potato, and mixed vegetables. The steak has an awesome flavor. It's a little chewy though, but maybe because I ordered it medium rare. The drinks have been awesome. And the service, outstanding.
So we rode the train today, and we're getting ready to go to bed. And do you have any thoughts on what took place today?
Well, it's only 11 o'clock and this train car is empty.
Everybody went to bed.
Right after dinner.
Right? And now it's like 9 o'clock. We had the 8 o'clock dining option, which, FYI, my flat iron steak was awesome. So was yours. I ate it.
I thought it was kind of chewy.
Yeah, a little bit.
I ate the fake potatoes though. They were fake.
Man, those potatoes, those were the fakest instant potatoes I think I've ever had.
We're such food snobs because people are like, the Amtrak food is so good.
It's so good and amazing. No. It's obviously
We'll
fake.
see how breakfast goes.
I see how it is. But yeah, breakfast is hiding over there.
No, that's the continental. We can have a hot
Yes.
breakfast.
We're gonna have a hot breakfast. That's
But
eggs and
anyways,
potatoes. Over there is
Lily
cereal
was
and
motion
bananas.
sick as hell.
Oh, she spent the entire day sicker than a dog.
Poor baby.
I only
So-
kind of feel bad for her.
Dramamine for those who suffer.
And if you don't want to take the Dramamine because, I don't know, you don't like drugs, not bad drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. But if you don't like, good drugs, like Dramamine, bread. Eat bread because it'll keep stuff in your stomach.
All I had to
moving
do was
around.
get her to eat, and then she started doing better. Now she's sleeping.
Yeah. So
We're gonna try to pile into our family sleeper, but for somebody like me, it's not big enough.
So yeah, from what I understand, there's bed up top and there's bed down below and there's no floor and it's all just bed. And we're gonna go shuffle our way into that, get some sleep, and see what tomorrow yields.
Yeah, I'll probably sleep next to the wall because you go pee 700 times.
I do not. I go once, and wow, I love how so.
Bouncy.
It is. You can see you can't see it from here, but you got these windows at the end of each car, and you can see the next car, and they're just moving left and right and up and down and around. And rail travel is violent. That's what I'm determining. So
It's a sight to behold, that's for sure.
it really is. All right, you ready for bed? Because I'm
Yep.
ready for bed.
Ready for bed.
All right.
Good night.
So it is 7 in the morning, and while we expected to be landing at 10, we had to stop in the middle of the night due to rail traffic, and then stop again due to 2 medical emergencies where passengers were evacuated from the train. So we're not going to be pulling in until noon. The ride was, it was as bumpy as you expect. It's rail travel, but not bad. Accommodations for once they put down the beds, very, very small. There is, the room is a bed, and then we've got a bed up top. And if you don't want to lay on the bed, you get like 2 square feet on the floor. Trains are really only as wide, well, the ramps are only as wide as 2 horses' butts. So there's not a lot of room to begin with. It is what it is. So we're gonna get spun up, go grab some breakfast, and Eugene, our attendant, is going to normalize the room, and we'll move on from there.
So, the most surreal thing happened this morning. We rolled out of bed. Everybody did what they had to do, morning routines. And we rolled on down to the lounge because, hey, we're going to be doing a hot breakfast this morning, which, great. Going to do an egg souffle and roasted bliss potatoes and croissants. I mean, we are looking forward to breakfast this morning. Well, we get into the dining car, we sit down, and suddenly, I mean, we don't have drinks yet. And a gentleman comes walking through. All right, everyone, we need to clear the car. What? We need to clear the car. So they start pushing us out. And we move out of the dining car into a lounge car, and then they come and they do a message on the overhead. Hey, we've had an emergency. Well, as we tilt our heads around and we look, we realize that the dining car is filled with smoke. Apparently an exhaust fan blew out or failed or something, and now they're smoking out the dining car. And so they secured it, and sorry, no dining car for the rest of this trip. But yeah, we were gonna do a hot breakfast this morning. Not so much. So that was a thing.
Hey, look at that. So we are still 2 hours out, but I think the hardest part of what we've been doing, well, what I've been doing, at least this morning, because Andrea and Lily are off doing Andrea and Lily things, is this. I'm just packing. It's not a big deal. It's not hard. It's not overly difficult, but there's just lots of little bits that have got to get loaded up. So here we are. It's a train. And we got 2 hours left before this is done with, so moving on to the next thing. We made it to Sanford. I've got those two chuckle nuts. They're doing what they're doing. And we are waiting for them to call our number. And as soon as they call our number, we get to go pick up the car, and then we get to where we gotta be. Waiting is hard.
So, how was your train ride? You look like you're gonna cry. Are you gonna cry? Why are you gonna cry? Why? Were you motion sick the entire time?
The entire time.
Aw, should I feel bad for you?
Yes. In fact, you were laughing at me the whole time.
Oh, I was laughing the entire time.
It was so bad.
Are you feeling better now that you're back on dry land? Oh, I said what I said.
Just do.
Are you feeling better now that you're on ground that's not moving? Cool. So we're waiting for the car, and then we're gonna see if we can get you motion sick in the car. Yeah, it's gonna happen. All right, so we made it off the train. We made it all the way down to the Disney bubble, and we're here. So Amtrak, that was a thing. Now we're gonna move on to bigger and better things like Disney things, and yeah. So thanks for following along with us on the train. That was an adventure. We made it to Disney.